Cause like, of course, I don't want people to feel bad. Why would I want someone to feel bad for me? Like I told you, I already know people are gonna be like, you're just trying to make people feel bad for you. Oh, I hope. Like, oh, this is how people think. I feel like, oh, I cannot wait to post this. They see my tears. They'll feel bad for me and they'll give me money. Like, what? There's no good thing. What good can you get from someone feeling bad for you? All I would do is, like, if anything, just watch the video. Or, like, I don't know, cause, like, even talking to people, no one wants to talk. Oh my gosh, that's not even true. Like, no one wants to talk to someone that's complaining all the time, and, no one wants to hear all that. Most of my friends, I always, like, complain to them. And eventually they're like, they don't want to hear it. Or, I can tell that they don't want to hear it anymore. Because, like, there's only so much they can say, only so much they can do, obviously. But I wanted to film this just because, like, I've already been through this before. And I wanted to share it. Like, it's not for anyone to be like, oh my gosh, please feel bad for me. Like, why? I don't understand. I love that I already get the negative parts out first. Like, my friends say that, like, they think I automatically go straight to the negative, like I did with this right now. I just feel like, I can feel, like, the comments coming in as I'm not even in this moment anymore. People being like, why is he crying? Why is he posting this? Why would anyone take out the camera and do this? What kind of person does that? I wanted to share it, bitch. This is my channel. This is my life. I want to share it, bitch. Great way to start the video. I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but or even if I should post this, because I do not look good right now. When do I ever? It feels so weird, like I can't look at myself. I guess I shouldn't be. I should be looking at the camera. Does it even see? I don't know, where is it? But I just wanted to talk. And really, like, document it. If not for me, if not for my channel, at least just for me. So I can remember. Or I don't know. I told you before. I've been I've been through this before, and in 2018, I love that I always go back to that. I don't even remember that person's name, but I have to say before I even say, I mean, I barely even said anything. I know how, I know how stupid it looks in the title, but like I always say, it's like, obviously, it's not just this, it's not just anything, it's everything. It's not one thing, it's not like, really, you're crying because of that. Really, you're having a tantrum because of that. Someone, like, is yelling at you because of something so stupid. You're feeling some emotion. you're feeling you're feeling some emotion because of one thing. It's never one thing. Like obviously, it's just built up. Like if anything, this is proof of that. That's why it's so frustrating. Because it is two things. Two main things. Of course, it's like a lot of things built up. But like the two main things, obviously. I think I don't need to even mention what happened, I don't even know how I have to edit this, but I don't know how many minutes I'm into this already. And I didn't even say what happened, but I'm pretty sure you could probably be able to tell. I feel so stupid for doing this, for like even just being on camera. But I don't know, like I said, like filming really does help me. This is like a different experience. Because like I don't want to look at myself. But I think like this could be good. This could be a good thing. But anyway, the two main things being that, it's just not gonna work out with that person. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through. I can't even talk. Like half of this video is gonna be me, and I'm not gonna put a compilation of me just crying, or maybe no, there's no way I can post all of this. This is why I wanted to film, because I could write about it, and just keep that to myself. But I'm also horrible at handwriting. Like I can barely read what I wrote years ago. So this would be so much better. Hopefully I can understand what I'm saying. Hopefully I can, at least. But this is exactly what it was in 2018. I don't even remember that person's name. And this is why I'm making this video. Because years from now, I probably won't remember his name. But on top of that, it was that I wasn't able to be myself. I should probably say what happened, right? When someone's like this, like the first thing you have to ask is what happened. Obviously, I have to calm down first before I say it. So maybe I'll get there. I talked to him. I was debating whether or not to even say anything because, like, I feel like I'm so over dramatic. I mean, look at this video. There might be some truth to that. Oh my gosh, I look like a mess. I didn't want to address it. Like, at least I didn't want to be so dramatic or direct. Overall, like, yeah, I'm relieved. I'm not happy that I did it, but I'm relieved that I know something now. Like, I knew something was different, I knew something was wrong, He basically didn't deny what I was saying. Like, I felt like he was disappointed. I felt like things changed after the date, ever since the date. That's what I told him. I was like, I just feel like things have been different since the date. And I just wanted to know if he's still interested. I think I even said in that message that I really liked him. I'm sure he probably feels really bad right now too, because like yesterday, because I've been yesterday, I was at work of all places. Like I was a mess of emotions yesterday. Because it's like, first of all, a roller coaster. Like he was saying, first he was like, I need to start from the beginning. Let's start from there. I message him, saying I feel like something's different. Things have changed. I just wanted to know if he was still interested. He didn't reply for like a whole, I don't even know. I think it was like last night or the night before, and he didn't reply for a long time. Of course, I'm waiting, only for him to be like, "Oh yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just not sure because it's so early on." And he didn't get to really know me. And obviously, I told him that, I knew this was gonna happen. That's why I was so nervous. Not like it's his fault or anything, not like you should have known. But I mean, like, if anything, like, I wish he could have told me sooner or, like, been more, I don't know. But I understand that too, like I said, with the other date this year, I didn't know how to say that. I'm actually talking to him now too, like, we're friends now. Hopefully, like, we'll become better friends. Because I still feel like like, okay, that's a whole nother thing. I can't even talk about that right now. But basically, he was annoyed that I didn't talk to him anymore. But I told him I didn't want to lead him on exactly the way that this person was doing to me. And look what happened. I really don't know. We're going back and forth. The first thing he said was that he wasn't sure. And we went back and well, after he said that, I was just like, my heart was broken, of course. I felt so, okay, I don't even need to describe it. But literally, I still feel like, that feeling? It's like something, like you feel like empty, and I don't need to try and make you feel any worse. I'm not trying to make you feel anything. I'm full. I just need to eat. Obviously, I know I'm gonna be okay. Like, first of all, like, I've been through this before, like I said, in 2018. Same exact thing too, like I'm saying. Like, the two exact problems, like, one, I had to deal with the loss of him, the loss of the chance of being with them. And two, that the reason why they just didn't like me was because I wasn't able to actually be myself. And I told this person that after he said that he wasn't sure, I just said, it's okay, don't worry, I understand all that. And right away, he was like so apologetic and so sweet. Like, he sent me all these messages, like saying, like, he felt so bad, like a horrible person. I was like, you don't have to feel bad. Like, I understand because he wasn't able to see me. It makes sense. And I even told him eventually later on that, because he thought, like, he was telling me that it's not that I'm a bad person, it's not anything like that. And I'm like, even if he didn't like me at all, like, he told me, like, no, I just don't like you, like, literally, if he just said that, based on the date alone, I know I've been through so much. These experiences, not relationships, but these experiences, to know and to learn that it's not, I can't take it personal because it's not even personal. They don't know me, just like with people at work, anywhere. When people don't like you, bitch, they don't even know you. Literally, exactly the same with this. If he says he didn't like that person that was on that date with him, makes sense because that wasn't even me. That was me nervous. That was me covered up and not myself. How many times can I say I wasn't able to be myself? So that's what it was in 2018. I had to deal with the loss of being. I thought I could be with this person, all these things, and oh no, they changed their mind. And then, on top of that, dealing with this, that people don't like what I'm able to be. I've had to learn that. I feel like I didn't really know it back then in 2018. That's why I heard so much more. Oh my gosh, good thing I did not film that one. Good thing I wasn't on YouTube back then. That was a year before I started YouTube, actually. I was in the darkest time, like, I non-stop crying, like, horrible. Because I felt like I would never get anything like that ever again. That, you know, that he didn't like me, all this and that. And it's like, that wasn't even you. And what's really sad is that years later, I'm still not even able to show people how I actually am. And it's so frustrating because, like, I told him, like, I had to be honest too, like, I'm just not good at that. He sent me, like, voice notes. Well, first of all, we went back and forth, like, at work, I was, like, empty. And then I get a message saying that he feels bad for not reciprocating the feeling back. We're not feeling the same way. And I mean, I don't even know if he even said that he wants to feel the same way. Well, he said he's just not there yet. And I'm like, does that mean you're still interested, you know? It's so sad. It's like, well, why would I? That's the thing I'm going back and forth with. It's like, why would I want someone to give me another chance, you know? But then at the same time, it's like, yeah, I wasn't even myself to begin with, you know? But I just always felt like my person, whoever that is, I don't know, anyone that I end up with, they would see me even through all of that, you know? Or they would see something in me and they would want to know more. They would want to be able to actually see me, you know? So I basically got my answer from this person. But I hate it so much because we were going back and forth. Like, I was thinking, okay, maybe like he's messaging me all these things. Maybe he wants to. Maybe there's something still here. But I can't do that to myself anymore. Like, literally the night before, I just, something in me was like, just feel it, you know, just allow yourself, you know, because I want to. I want to enjoy falling for someone, you know. That should be a good experience. And it's never been that way for me. Poor me, boo. This whole video is exactly just a pity party. But the night before, I was like, something was just like saying, just do it, just fall, just feel something, you know. Because I was like trying to hold back for a reason, and now, you know. Okay, I'm good now. I don't need these anymore. This whole time, I knew something was different, knew something was wrong, and it was. He was basically trying to tell me without saying that he just doesn't want to give me false hope, you know. He doesn't want to say that he wants to date. And then when he actually sees how I am, and he doesn't like that, he doesn't want to hurt me twice, basically. Not that he like really hurt me this time, you know. I told him that he's not a bad person. He's so sweet for feeling that, just for wanting to feel the same or wanting to reciprocate the feeling, you know. He is so sweet, but I completely understand that he doesn't want to make a promise that, oh, I have a song that's called that, Promises I Can't Keep. And I told him I don't want him to try if he feels that he has to. If it wasn't there, then it's not there. Like, obviously, you can't force it. I don't want him to force it. So it was so frustrating because, like, yesterday I was back and forth. I was like, oh my gosh, maybe that, like, why did I let myself do it twice? Like, the night before, I was like, just feel it. Yesterday, I was like, okay, maybe there's something. He's nice. He's talking to me. See, this is why I hate dating. Because one way or the other, well, I guess sometimes both people just become friends or they don't like each other that much. Ultimately, I know I'm the one that did it to myself. I also told him it's not like I'm like fully invested, you know. Like I barely met him. Like I don't know him that well from what I know. He was so sweet. He kept saying that he feels bad for not feeling the same way. And it's like, I mean, it makes sense because I wasn't. He didn't see me. I saw him, but he didn't get to see me. And that's what, you know, tipped it off. Especially in 2018. But back then, I really thought like it was me. There was something wrong with me. And I mean, there kind of is. I really don't know why. I just can't laugh, be myself, be comfortable enough to, you know. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. It's 30 minutes. It'll probably cut down to just 10 minutes, not even like 8 minutes. All that to say, I guess if anything, it's also to prove that this is just a moment, you know. Obviously, sometimes people do post things like the day of, like I said, a lot of times before. And people will obviously be like, they'll feel like, oh, I'm so sorry. But it's like, they're already moved on by then, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure by the time I'm editing this, and by the time I post this, if I do post it next week, I'll be, probably better. I don't know about completely fine, but no, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. I know I'm gonna be okay. Like, he doesn't need to worry. You don't need to worry. I'm not making this video for any other purpose other than to say and to show that this really just is a moment, like every other video. Everything that I'm feeling, any video that I'm like so expressive and so over dramatic, that's just in that moment most of the time. I mean, yeah, it's not like I completely changed my opinion or feelings. I don't know, it's really hard to explain, and I'm horrible, obviously, at explaining. But anyway, so we went back and forth. It was so frustrating because at one point, he was like, I do want to see a movie with you, or like saying something like, oh, I wish we could have seen a movie. And then I was like, of course I want to see a movie, but only if he wants to. I don't even know where I went from there, but obviously it ended on him saying he would be interested in hanging out. I can take the hints from that. And I told him too, like, the only reason I was messaging him about that is because I just wasn't sure this whole time. It's like his messages were so different from the first time he started messaging me to now after the date. So obviously something changed, and now he just confirmed it. I've been dealing with something else I haven't even told you about the past year. I'd been talking to someone on and off, which is also complicated, you know. I literally told him last month how I feel about him and how I felt about him. And he basically turned me down. He said, maybe later on. He also was basically like, oh, I didn't see it like that. We never even met, like in person. And I told him to him, like, I don't even know you. I haven't met you. But from what I know, I do like you. Same thing with this, like, I told him, like, I wasn't completely invested, basically said that there's something there, and I could picture it, and I did, which I shouldn't have let myself do. So early on. He was like, he couldn't believe that I already liked him so early on. I'm like, well, it's because you're good at being yourself, you know. I completely saw him on the first date. He did not see me at all. My friends, like, don't even be friends with him, Because it's like, yeah, if we did hang out, just saw a movie like that, like you wanted to, I would just feel like, I don't know, like there's no point in trying because he doesn't like me. And not because he doesn't like the person that I was able to be. This is confusing, it's hard to explain, but not because he didn't like that version of me that I was actually able to be. Not actually me. Probably made it more confusing. And it's also like, well, what if my person doesn't exist? What if that doesn't exist? It's like, should I still try with this person if he's not sure? And it's like, I understand that he's trying to be, on the safe side, which I could appreciate. It's also like, what if he wants to, I can't even think like that, but what if he wants to put the pressure off for the next time we hang out? It's like, why did he have to give me flowers? That's the only thing. That's my whole thing. Why did he have to give me flowers? This was the first date, and that's not even why. But like that made it worse, That did not help at all. That I liked him, and this was the first date that I went out to eat at a restaurant. I've been out to eat before. On a date. This is the first date that I've been on at a restaurant. And I mean, it actually wasn't even good because I didn't even eat. I guess that made it, kind of better. I don't even know. But first time at a restaurant on a date, and first time I got roses on a date. It's like, why did he have to go all out like that? That's what it is. He came in so hard, so fast, like that. Of course, on the day, like, ended it right away. Like, he just took me home. That's it. Like, felt like he changed his mind midway through the day. It's like, okay, I need to drop this guy off. Oh no, I don't even know his mindset after the date. Like, after I walked away, I'm pretty sure he was all like, I know he probably wasted his time. He feels like it's also like, if it's this complicated, maybe it's not worth it. Definitely not on my part, because he doesn't even like me, or he didn't see me enough to know that he likes me. Like that, just that part alone. Like you saw me physically, and you knew how I was before the date. You liked me before. I just wasn't able to be that in person. Regardless, I already know, like, maybe there's someone that I'm gonna find that does see me through all of that, or at least wants to see me, and they will see me, and there will be no question about it, no hesitation about it. So I guess that's my answer, right? I was gonna say, like, what if he did think, oh, that'll just put the pressure off of me for the second time so that I could just be myself, you know? But it's like, no, why would he hurt? Why would he put me through that just for that? Like, I would rather, I mean, not that I wouldn't rather him lie, I don't want him to be like, just say that you like me, or just try to like me. I don't want that. I would rather, if he wanted to, if he doesn't want to, then I don't want to. But like, I would have hoped that he wanted to keep trying, He would say, we should go on another date. Just the fact that he's like, oh, we should hang out, makes me be like, okay, on the second meet up, next time we meet, I cannot allow myself to feel anything, and it's just gonna make it worse, like, I don't know, this is so hard to explain, especially on camera, so maybe I shouldn't. If anything, I should just type it out, like, or I'll try to keep the description to this video short, but we both know it'll probably be a huge novel. So, that's how it ended. See, filming this video, I'm already better by the end of it. Like I said, feel your feelings, and then at the end, do something to make you happy. Don't, like, fake being happy. Do something that makes you happy. Like, I'm gonna go eat chocolate after this. Like, I know I'm gonna be okay. I'm not filming this to be like, oh my gosh, I need to help someone, I mean, yeah, I know I do need help to be a person, to be better at being a person, to show how I am with people. But I'm gonna get there eventually. I don't know when. It's been a depressing amount of years to say how long. I don't know, maybe I just need to be with friends, Then maybe I should just be friends with them. That's kind of weird. Now after saying that, that did change my mind to be like, maybe I should just do that. And then if he has any feelings towards me, bitch, we about to talk. Cause I'm gonna put my walls up. I'm gonna be like, bitch, I'm not doing this if you're not sure. Obviously, I know it's not his fault. I'm so thankful that he is so sweet, that he cares that much. I've had people block me, and he said he was different. You're right, you are, because other people would have blocked me. Not even spent any time reading, let alone writing all that for me, when they're not even sure about me. So, that's how that ended. Love that for me. Of course, I'm like, I wish that didn't count, At the same time, it's like, well, just because it's the first doesn't mean it's gonna be the last, And it's also not like, oh, because it's the first, I need to make this be the first, the one and only, I feel the need to, like, make all that clear, because I already know people assume things like, if I say this and I think this way, like, they're probably thinking the opposite of that, just that alone. They're probably thinking that, oh, I wish he could have liked me. I mean, yeah, but or that I wish he could have forced himself to like me, or that um, he would have just forced it and just tried, and I only wanted to start something because it was the first, and now I have to do it because since he was so romantic, went all in the first day, that I want that regardless of how he feels. I don't know, I feel like people assume the worst. Or the worst part about it is that people believe 1,000% in their assumptions. And then they go off of their judgments based on that. Like, bitch, if anything, don't judge people for your own assumption. Because you don't know a lot of emotions in this video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me the place to feel like I can post this, like I can talk to you about it. I already know it's not gonna get thousands of views. It's not like what this would be my viral video. I feel like I shouldn't have posted that other video. Like next time I go on a date, I don't know. Do you want me to? I did wait a week to post that, but I don't know. I think I should wait a while. I do love like letting you in on my life. I just feel like I need to like wait a while because for this reason alone. Last week, like I said, I was handed those roses, all fresh and beautiful, and now I'm literally struggling to keep these bitches alive. I'm not gonna show you a video in this one, just sad music and the roses dying. So I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay. And I know I'm gonna find something else, I found someone else before. And somehow I'm gonna laugh with someone. I'm gonna be myself, gonna be comfortable. Someone's gonna help me get there and help me realize that I don't need them to help me get there, like, how do I say that? Like, they're gonna help me to realize it, that I got there on my own. They're gonna help me. But, like, should I ever lose them, I wouldn't be like, oh, now I can't be myself anymore. They would help me to get there on my own and help me realize that. Hopefully, I'm hoping. Or I'll get there myself. Anyway, thank you for listening. It means so much that there's people that want to listen to my stories and want to hear me ramble. Even if they probably can't understand me, It makes me think like, can you see how I am through these videos? Like, I mean, obviously I edit them, but it's like, I would say I basically am myself in these videos, more so than I was on that date with this person. But even then, if someone doesn't like me, it's like, well, you don't even know me 100%. I don't think anyone knows me that much. And also, you have to realize that they could be basing their judgment off of their own assumptions. Literally people base it off of, oh, this person reminds me of this other bitch that was mean to me in high school. And they base everything about that person based on the person they know, just that looks like the bitch. Not all people that look the same are the same. That's race. Okay, don't even talk about that. I'm gonna get cancelled. How could I get cancelled? I never even started. Okay, that's enough for this video. If anyone's going through something, anything, not just like, dating, just know you can get through it. You've gotten through your darkest days before, and you'll find that thing that makes it completely worth it. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next week.